Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com and today my project is this one. It's an envelope punch board pouch and I've got a little Malteser bunny in it, and I've used the His Grace stamp set to stamp my sentiment and my little dove. It's an easy project to make. All the details will be on my website, so there's no need to write anything down if you don't want to. Just pop down into the description arrow bar and that'll take you over to my project details. So let's crack on and make a start. So I've used the designer papers from, I think it's the Garden. It's in the main catalogue, Stampin' Up catalogue anyway. And I've used a piece of DSP, and it measures 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to punch and score at 2 5/8. So you just go all the way round at 2 5/8. This paper's quite hard to see your lines, but I think we can manage 2 5/8 and 2 5/8, and then we're just going to round all our corners like that, and just burnish all our score lines. Quick, easy little project to make for all your friends for Easter, or even little table favours for Easter Sunday. Perfect idea. So the best thing to do is to get your little bunny and pop him in. And what I have done, I've used glue dots to secure him in so that he doesn't slide about. So just 2 or 3 will just keep him secure into the envelope. Like that. And then we're just going to use our wet glue. You could use glue dots for this if you wanted to. And we're just going to secure that down there. Obviously glue dots would probably work quicker, and you could make a whole bunch of these for Easter. So glued down the sides, no need to go along this bottom edge because it's not really going to stick down to there because of the thickness of your little bunny. So hold that down for a few seconds. And this is where your fast fuse, if you've got any left, or your glue dots or your tear and tape probably would work quicker. I think we're just about there with that. And then I've used some ribbon. And this has been chosen because it coordinates brilliantly with the colours in my paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to secure that down with a couple of glue dots, and then I'm starting at the front, so you go about the middle, bring that round and just cut off what you need. So that is more than enough. And then just secure that down with a couple more glue dots. Oops. That's it. So just secure that down onto the front with a couple of glue dots like that. And then I have used one of my stitched oval shaped dies, and I've die cut one of those out for the sentiment, which goes over the top here. And not rejoicing, His Grace Stampin' Up cling set we're going to use for that, and I have got Rejoicing in His Grace sentiment, so we're going to stick that on our block, and this is a D block. Right, and for the ink I am going to use Night of Navy, I think. Stamp that down. Stamp that down, and this just fits on here just nicely. Just nicely. And that's, I love the font on that, it's beautiful. And then we're going to stamp down our dove from that same set, and I stamped the dove going through that curly bit, sort of off to the side, but sort of going through the curly bit like that. And then I'm going to use my blends, and I've got my light and dark balmy blue. So using the dark first, I just laid down a little ink on the head of the bird, on little on his belly and onto his wings. So lay down a bit of that, and also laid just a little of my light Night of Navy. So this is light Night of Navy. Just a little of that. And then I'm going to blend all that in with my light balmy blue. So just rub that over. And keep working on it until it blends, because it will blend. It looks to be very dark to start with. Let me pull you down so you can see what I'm doing. It looks to be very dark, but just keep blending and it will work. Just keep working it in I would say circular movements with your pen, and I find that those circular movements get that blended beautifully, like that. Now you can see that you've got some little tiny spaces on that sentiment. You could, if you wanted to, fill that in with your markers. I have very slightly here, but you don't have to do it. It looks just as beautiful without. And then I did colour in with green, which I haven't got my green out. Now I'll just get that. And I'm using the dark shaded spruce, and I'm just going to put a very small amount of colour, because it's just so tiny, into that leaf. Like that. And that's beautiful sentiment. Right, what am I doing? Putting it together. So now we just put this together. So we're going to stand it up on dimensionals. So let's get our dimensionals. So we'll put some dimensionals on the end. Dimensionals on the ends, because we want it to lay over, so we actually want it to just curve slightly. So just put a little curve in the middle, and then that will sit on there nicely. with your sentiment, like that. Now on this one I have added a little cross, and the cross comes from the Cross of Hope stamp set, which has matching framelit dies, and that little die came from there. So you could, if you wanted to, add that, or if you haven't got that, you could add whatever you want really, some little gems, something like that. I don't think it needs any gems. I think it's just cute as it is. It's just a little gift, would look beautiful with a card, and it's just a little token gift to a friend or a colleague at work, something like that. So let's pull you out so that you can see them all together. So that's the project for today. Thank you very much for watching. So if you wish to subscribe to my website, click on the little down arrow description bar for all measurements and details of the products I used today, along with my Stampin' Up shop should you wish to purchase any of them. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and I'll be back very, very soon with another. So bye for now. Bye.